Welcome to the video demo for Respect.Games. We're going to be showing you how you can organize a Respect game to build a strong and thriving community, and an overview of the app, how you can make a Respect game, and how you can play, and how it all works. Hope you enjoy. So as you can see on the screen, you can navigate to Respect.Games and see the live app where you can make a Respect game and browse communities, as well as see an overview of how the game is played. First, we'll talk about the problem statement. So the problem with current governance is that traditional and DAO governance models tend to concentrate power among the wealthy with token-weighted voting that favors financial capital over valuable contributions. This often leads to governance capture and misaligned community incentives, and decision-making doesn't reflect those who create the most value. It's also difficult to measure the contributions. There's a challenge in measuring contributions because communities lack standardized ways to evaluate each other's work. Subjective contribution assessment is difficult to implement fairly, and valuable contributors often feel underappreciated and burn out, while free riders often benefit without contributing meaningfully. And there are technical and participation barriers to creating truly decentralized and autonomous organizations. Creating DAOs requires significant technical expertise. A lot of times, they require smart contract development or complicate apps that are inaccessible to most people, and gas fees and complex interfaces exclude potential participants, and existing tools fail to make governance engaging and rewarding. So here comes Respect.Games to solve these problems. So Respect games work by trying to find the most respected members in the community. They're usually played weekly, and the goal is to find the most respected members and to reward them for their contributions. For the first 6 days of the game, players can log into the app and share what they've done to further the community's mission. For example, they can share if they created a podcast episode, or they helped build a tool, or they invited friends. They can share a link. And then on the seventh day of the game, they each work to rank each other's contributions and determine who do they think helped the most this week, and who do you think helped the second most this week, and the third most. So, but before they do that, they're distributed into small groups of 6 members randomly via the smart contracts. There'll be six, for the 5 other people in their room, or up to 5 other people, and the rank, okay, they think, as you can see on the screen, Lenny did the most help this week, Lisa did the second most, and another person named Lisa did the third most. And based on that, the game will end, and people will receive different amounts of respect based on the rankings that were made during that week at the end of the seventh day. So that provides a decentralized and community guided way, a community oriented way to rank each other's contributions. And this is usually played weekly, as said before, so that there's lots of different measurements where everybody gets to measure each other's contributions, and people get to see each other's contributions differently each week, or different people's contributions, because it's randomized. And then based upon those rankings, a token called the respect token is distributed according to the game results, and then a council is formed. So an on-chain council is formed to govern the community count based upon the respect that they've earned from the last 12 weeks. There'll be a 3 to 5 multi-sig that's automatically formed based upon the people who have earned the most respect over the past 12 weeks. And they can control the community treasury, can steer the community, and have other privileges as well. That's an overview of how it works. You can learn more in these resources and see the featured communities. And now I'm going to give you a little demo to show you how it actually happens in reality, because the first thing that a community would do is to make a respect game, and this takes under 1 minute. You would go to the site. I've already pre-filled it. I used the community name Base Builders as an example, and it asks you to describe your community's mission. So I wrote bringing the world on chain to create a global economy, and then I drag and dropped an image Base logo over here that shows up if you click view image. And then if you want, you can configure your token name and your token symbol for the reward token, but that's hidden in the advanced options. Then you would hit create respect game community, and then I won't actually create that one right now just for the purpose of time, but I'll show you some other communities that have been created before. So for example, there's one for Respect Game Official where people are making the Respect Game flourish, hoping to contribute to the Respect Game. And you can see over here, there's a bunch of people who have participated in these games on the left side and earned respect. And then you can also see that we're currently in Respect Game 8, because so far 7 Respect games have been played. And here it prompts each player to enter their contribution, what they've done. So for example, I shared that I created a video demo and I made a video overview of the Respect.Games app for base batches to help bring the world on chain. And then I would include a YouTube link. If I wanted more contributions, I could add them here or remove them. And then everybody would do that in the first 6 days. And then after that, I'd be able to see the other people who I played with and what they contributed. So for example, if I go here to a recent game, you can see Lenny, Jorge, and Vlad played, and Jorge got the top ranking. Lenny got 2, Vlad got 3, and you can see what they each contributed throughout the week. And then you can go back to other weeks as well and see how people played the game. And then based on those results, the respect tokens are distributed. And there's also other features here that you can explore, like the ability to join the group, to invite, to manage the treasury, and to handle proposals as well. If you go into the top sidebar, then you can find more options and abilities to manage the proposal if you're in the group. The architecture overview of this app. So there are 7 contracts deployed on Base that are powering the app, and it uses the graph to store all the data displayed in the UI, and only profile pictures are stored in a centralized database. You can see the GitHub repositories for the UI here and the various deployments, the smart contracts for the contributions contract, multi-sig contract, profiles contract, rankings and grouping contract, and state management contract. And once again, you can try the app at respect.games. From there, you can also find an article where you can learn more about the respect game and the benefits of it and how you can earn respect and so forth. And you can also check out the Fractally white paper. And this game is based on Fractally, fractally.com. And you can see how this is intended to create the next generation of DAOs. Thank you very much for watching, and I encourage you to check out the Respect.Games app to learn more. Feel free to reach out with any questions, and excited to participate in Base Batches program. Thank you.